My 28F biological father, 52M, wants to walk me down the aisle and I don't know what to do. I, 28F, is getting married to my fiancé, 29M. In August the 1st have mostly everything for the wedding planned out and I'm super excited. Recently though I've been having a debate on who's going to walk me down the aisle that day. My original plan was to have my stepfather, 51M, who has been in my life since I was 8 years old, to walk me down since he's been in my life for so long and earned the title of a father to me. He's been there through most of my ups and downs in life and I wanted him to have a special role in my wedding. My biological father, 52M, hadn't been in my life for long. The reason my parents divorced was because he had an affair and left after his affair partner had gotten pregnant. He had just recently came back into my life a few months ago after losing my half-sister from an illness. My biological father learned about the plan for my wedding and asked why couldn't he walk me down the aisle since he was real dad. I had told him that it was always the plan for my stepfather to walk me down the aisle before we even started to speak again. He told me that I can always change the plan, and he wanted a chance to walk his daughter down the aisle since it was a one-time opportunity for him. He told me all of this in a long text. I told him I needed some time to think about things and I'll let him know. I feel awful right now. I know this would be my dad's only chance of walking his daughter down the aisle since he lost my half-sister, but at the same time my dad has just now come back into my life, unlike my stepfather who has been with me for years. I really don't know what to do. What do I exactly tell my father about walking me down the aisle? Ask him, where would you be if half-sister was still alive? Would he even be in your life right now? You're not his backup plan. Definitely your stepdad. Your dad just doesn't get to come in and get the benefits. He didn't raise you and seems like he only come back because of the loss of your half-sister. He should be happy that your stepdad was around. And he deserves to walk you. Your dad is defo the AH. Not you. Sounds like a toddler asking why can't they have sweets. Only you can make the decision. I definitely wouldn't take it away from your stepdad. It will be a kick in the teeth him. Your dad's a deadbeat. Any man that won't raise one child but will another doesn't even decide the title dad. You don't need the streets before your wedding. Your stepdad comes first literally because he has been there for you. It goes to people who are important and your dad is not one of them. Why would you give such honor to someone who ditched you when you were young? He should have thought of that before he left after dumping the pregnant AP. He doesn't deserve it. Put him in his position, which is well below in the priority list. At least he's invited to your wedding. He shouldn't really even be invited. Your bio dad was not there for you. Your stepdad is your dad. He's the one who loves you and took care of you. He should be the one who merits the honor. Would your bio dad be around if his daughter hasn't died? He seems selfish just thinking about what he missed because the other daughter isn't there, but he's not thinking what he did to you or what the other man did for you. You tell him, stepfather is walking me down the aisle. You don't explain it or defend your choice. You don't expand. I wouldn't usually say a step-parent before a bio-parent, except in circumstances like this. Your bio father basically abandoned you for his replacement family. This is a harsh question. But do you think if your half-sister was still alive that your bio father would be back in your life right now? I don't think he has done anything for you in around 20 years that makes him deserving of the title father. Whereas your stepfather does deserve that title and the honor of walking you down the aisle. So your real dad left you for your half-sister and only came back cause she died. It's a no-brainer your stepdad. He has been there for you the majority of your life. Your bio dad was only a sperm donor. Had your half-sister still been alive, your bio dad wouldn't have reached out to you. You are his second choice. Don't make him your first, especially since you already have a father who made you a priority for majority of your life. 'Cause if you do choose your bio father, there's a good chance you'll lose your stepfather in the process. My kindest response would be telling your bio dad, I choose to have stepfather walk me down aisle. He may not be my biological father, but he's been a real father to me for over 20 years. He deserves the recognition. My honest response would be telling him, my real father is stepfather. He been the sole father figure for majority of my life because you left me behind. If you want to have a relationship with me now, great. But I will not sacrifice my relationship with stepfather just because you feel like being my dad now. It was a one-time opportunity for him. It was also a one-time opportunity for him to take care of his daughter. But he didn't take the chance. You shouldn't feel awful your father left you. He replaced you with a different child he has since lost. That's terrible for him. But none of it is on you. If he wants to be in your life, he needs to 1. Not guilt trip you about his needs. 2. Respect your wishes. Keep it short and simple. Dad, I have thought over your request. While I am glad you are back in my life now as an adult, from childhood on, stepdad raised me. Out of love and respect for what stepdad did for me, I have chosen him to walk me down the aisle. I am very glad you will be there on my wedding day too. And grateful we now get to reconnect. He sends another long text, don't engage. Oh God. Why are you even asking? Your stepfather was your real dad. If he was a good dad to you, it would be a terrible betrayal to choose the dad who ditched you. I would tell your biological dad that your stepfather will be giving you away. He raised you and he takes priority in this situation. Your biological dad will have to live with the consequence of his actions. He's lucky to be invited to the wedding. I think you answered the question yourself when you said your stepdad earned the title father to you, whereas your bio dad is just claiming something due to donating sperm. I vote stepdad. Sounds like he raised you. Stepdad is your real dad in all this. My stepdad walked me down the aisle, and he told me afterwards how much it meant the world to him. It was also nice, as before the wedding it was just us two on the way there, and it was so nice to talk about our life and have time together. Hate to say it, but I'd bet a lot of money that your father only reconnected because your half-sister died. Being a father is something that is earned not just by DNA but also by providing for a child. Physically, emotionally, financially, and so forth. Let's be honest. If your sister was still around, he would still be living his new life without giving a damn about you. Your stepdad is your father. Your father doesn't deserve you. Go and live your life with your partner and those who genuinely love and support you. It's not your job to bear the loss of his other daughter. He made a choice to not be in your life. All the years he was busy with his other family, and is he only back now his other daughter has passed away, so he's present because of his guilt. Your stepdad has always been there, as you said. Why you wanting to change your mind for an absent father who now demands his right? Do what's going to bring you the most joy on your day. Hope you and your fiancé have a beautiful wedding. You tell him that while you are glad to work on having a relationship with him, that the moment he left you as a child is the moment he lost the right to even ask to walk you down the aisle. That while he is welcome at your wedding, any role he has in it is what you decide. And if he cannot accept that, then he will no longer be welcome at the wedding. Real dad? That's your stepfather. Your stepfather raised you. If your biological father can't handle the fact that he lost both of his daughters, One from death and one from being absent. Then he shouldn't go. Be firm with him and tell him that your stepfather raised you so he will be walking with you. Your dad doesn't get to treat you like a backup daughter. You know your real dad abandoned you. Your stepfather stepped in, married your mother and honored his vows. He raised you and loved you as his own. Are you really going to disrespect him like that? Are you going to truly betray the man that loves you unconditionally? If you want some deadbeat to walk you down the aisle, go ahead. But know you are truly walking over someone who loves you and throwing them away because of some validation you need from a man who didn't care about you till his prized horse died.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.